everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. We are set up, folks, and we are ready to do another beautiful gun. We're going to show it to you. And of course, as you know, if you watch our channel, we're going to give you a review on it, and we're going to give you a great demonstration. So listen, you hang around, and let me say to you, if you are a gun owner, if you just like shooting, you might like to target practice, you may be a big game hunter, you may be a small game hunter, or you're just a plain old law-abiding citizen that loves guns or anything else, etc., etc., etc. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm going to show you, and I might make a comment or I might even make a suggestion. You never know, you never know. I don't use a script. I really don't. I don't see any need for it, so I just use my imagination and hope I get a little inspiration, if you know what I mean. That's how I work. That's how I work. And I want you to understand, I really do. I am not going to come on this channel, which I have, and proclaim to you that I am a great, great expert, that I'm a military veteran, and that I know everything about everything there is to know about guns. Not here. I will be the first to tell you that I'm not an expert, and I certainly don't want to appear as being one. I'm not a pro, and certainly everybody knows that by now that I'm not. I'm old school, but I know a little bit about guns, and what I have in my mind and what I've learned over the years, I will share it with you. So I appreciate you this today. I appreciate you today. Now, enough of that. Let me dive right into my new, or should I say my gun. I always talk and use that word beautiful. I don't see many ugly guns, if you know what I'm talking about. I really don't. But I want you to check this out. Yeah, check this out. Let me show it to you, and I'm going to do a slow-mo here, if you will. Take a good look at this baby. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I have to, listen, every gun owner brags on their guns, don't they? Take a look. Isn't that an awesome gun? Okay, let me tell you the name brand of this gun. This is an American Tactical. That's what it is. I have to just show it to you. It's actually a mule sport, American Tactical AR556. Take a look at that. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. And that's the only way I know to be. You cannot beat one of these for home defense. I know there's a ton of name brands of them out there, and oh my goodness, it would be impossible for me to know all of that. But you know something? What impresses me about this style gun seems the more that the anti-Second Amendment groups attack this gun, the more it grows. I mean, there are millions of this style gun owners all across the country. Millions of them, probably as many as there is cars or trucks. I mean, millions of gun owners are buying these. It's almost like a frenzy. Really, it's almost like a frenzy. And they're doing it for just plain self-defense, home defense, security, if you will. That's what they're doing it for. Now, I'm going to try to keep this short if I can, but I'm going to tell you, I have not shot this rifle. But I'm going to, as you're going to find out. But look at this. Let me show you some of the features on this thing. Now, it's got the grid lock right here. Now, notice it doesn't have a sight or a scope. And let me show you here for just a simple thing. In this manner, that right there, that's how you use it. You use it like this. Take a look at that. It's got a 12-inch barrel on it. 12-inch. Now this is a cover on this. Let me get that up close to you so you can see that. That's a grid lock. Actually a hand grip. It's a grid lock. I'm telling you, that right there is very cool. There's a ton of accessories that you can put on this gun. Now notice here, I just dropped it. That is a magazine. It impresses me. That holds 30. Now let me show you. I've got two of them, incidentally. Let me show you. That is one of the coolest little magazines. Look at it impresses me as to how easy it is to take in and take out. Take a look at that. Now watch this. Oh man, that's just so smooth and so easy to put that in and out. Now let me put that back in. It's amazing. This gun, look at that. See that? Take that out. It's a mill sport. I have to tell you something. Notice this safety here. Right here. Look at this. So easy to get to. And a smooth operating trigger. It's incredible. It's incredible. Those magazines with a 30 shot round, you don't have to change those so often. I mean, it's so convenient and so easy. And of course, this gun is made in America. It's made down in, I believe, Florida. Now notice this right here. Now, like I talked about earlier about accessories, that right there, you're not going to be able to see that and me use that because of course it's day, but that is a powerful night light. You can use this thing in the dark. That's right. You can use this thing in the dark. And let me tell you something. You talk about taking coyotes out. Oh my God, and wild boars. So many people, so many farmers are having so much problems. So many problems with coyotes and wild boars. Let me tell you, that night light right there, most of those things, they're active and they stir in the night. And something like this, oh my goodness, you can't miss. Now I'm going to be shooting this gun into actually a wall. I'm going to be shooting into a wall, and I don't know how many shots I'm going to fire. We'll find out, okay? But I am impressed with this gun because of the way that it handles and the shape of it. And American Tactical is known to produce affordable guns. That's right. This doesn't cost a tremendous amount of money compared to some of the other high-priced models. It is affordable. It is affordable. This actually belongs to my nephew, and I will tell you, he is a military man. He's a military man. You know what? I think about the safety of our schools. You know, Our elected officials, all of them, they are protected with stuff like this. Yeah, they're protected. And I think about so many people, they criminalize these guns. And they say, oh man, that thing, look at it, it's dangerous, it's dangerous. And they'll freak out when they see it. It's dangerous. No, no, no. It's not the gun. The gun has not got a brain. The gun is made of metal. It's not got a brain, you know? And most of these people, they scream, oh, it's dangerous for something like that to be around kids. I believe every child, when they reach a certain age, should be taught to respect something like this and should be taught how to properly handle a safety rifle. Safety, 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 safety. That's what it's all about. And you know something? Many of these people that talk about these guns and they criminalize them, yeah, they criminalize them. They're not too interested, in my opinion. Now, I said my opinion. They're not too interested in the safety and the welfare of little children. They're interested in, my opinion, they want to take your gun and do whatever it takes to do it. They want to strip you of your Second Amendment right to where that the only one that will have a weapon like this will be the criminals. And if that ever happens, God forbid, this country, the law-abiding citizens like you and I, will be rendered helpless, defenseless. And let me tell you, we need to pray. We need to pray that these rights, which are God-given, will be held up by people that know and are sworn to protect the Constitution of the United States. We need to pray. Listen, I'm getting ready to close this demo and close this actual video and do the demo part. But this is a quality gun, and it's affordable. And I'm going to give you a good demonstration of it. And you hang around, okay? All right, now folks, you can see my big black target out there. Shooting pretty close, maybe 15 yards. But let's load this gun, okay? Very simple thing to do. Ready to go. So, take a good look out there, and I'm going to do this. Are you ready? Here we are. Safety switch on. I'm going to shoot, we'll see. Awesome. Let me turn this camera around and say to you, listen, if you're looking for a gun to take out those coyotes, those wild boars, whatever it might be that's got, well, if it's a four-legged, if you will, critter, I don't believe you would have any problem doing that. So let's go see that target. Okay, now, folks, we are right on top of this black target. Now, I've shot through a double wall here. I'm sure if I was at the back of this old house, that bullet will show evidence that it went through both sides, both walls. Now, I put about a dozen shots in this thing. I just really let it fall where it will, and didn't, of course, you know, I didn't take hardly any aim at all, but I just shot at it. Now, I think that's pretty good. For the first time that I'd ever shot that particular AR, but first time for everything. Pretty cool, huh? Now, let me turn this camera around and say to you, if you're looking for something to take out that nasty bunch of coyotes that are bugging you, or maybe that bunch of wild boars, or who knows what it might be. It might be who knows. But listen, you can take down those four-legged critters with this type gun. I guarantee it. And especially at nighttime with that light on there when those guys are so active. Listen, for the price, you can't beat this AR. Made by American Tactical. Listen, I appreciate you so much for watching. And I want you to do me a favor, if you will. If you like this and you like this type shooting, you like my content, would you prayerfully consider, that's what I said, prayerfully consider becoming a supporter of this channel. And if you're not sure, just pray about it. That's all you got to do. And let me tell you, just ask the Lord, is this something I want to do? Would this be something that would be maybe a tool that I could learn something that I don't currently know about shooting or about a particular gun? I think it could be used in that way if you would just prayerfully consider becoming a subscriber. And I believe it would be worth it. I believe it would be worth it to you. It certainly would be for me, but it would also be for you. So listen, I appreciate you so much for watching. And you have a blessed day. All right now, folks, I'm at the back of this old woodshed that I just shot into. And I forgot to show you this, but I'm going to make sure you see it. This is a double wall. This old woodshed is like every building, of course. They've got four walls to them. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I want to show you these bullet holes. If I can get a close-up of those. This thing shot clear through this double wall, no problem, and it came out and went clearly into the mountain here directly behind me. Now that's just a little illustration of what power that AR has got. And I'm going to tell you, the evidence is clear. That AR has got enough power to do that. And this is just an old woodshed. And of course, there's nothing in there but, what do you have in a woodshed but wood? But there was also some junk in there, pieces of metal, etc. And some of that it also went through before it made its exit through this final wall. That just demonstrates the power of that AR. And I'm going to say this, it's no more powerful than any other gun in its class. It's not. It's just that it's powerful, but it's not superior in power in the class that it is in. And a lot of the major deer rifles, of course, are a whole lot more powerful than this is. But listen, that would get the job done, whatever it is that you need it for. So I wanted to make sure that you saw the end of this with this woodshed and those targets.